All right, our fifth one, the Dream 100. This, I'm not going to take credit for this one. This is a gentleman named Chet Holmes who taught me this one, and it is absolutely outstanding. And here's the deal. Pick 100 or 50 or 25. It could be the Dream 25. Pick 100. Let's say 50 for now. Pick 50. Would you just get to it? Pick 50 of your dream clients. And you want people that do volume. You don't want to go fishing anymore. I want you guys to catch a whale. There's a reason why Vegas invests so much money in the whales. The guys that spend, they're paying $50,000 a hand. Because you get one guy that's paying $15 a hand, and it takes a lot of hands to equal that one guy that's paying $50,000 a hand. Okay? Who would be a dream client? Give me an example of somebody. Or what would be a dream client, or who? Yeah, Donald Trump. That's good. We actually had that one last time. A good thing he's a developer. Why would it be cool to work with a developer? How many listings do you get? One? Yeah. 100. You might get 100 listings in a community. Okay, so now, think of who's your dream client. Come on. Banks. Perfect. You have loan officers, and when people come in to get qualified, and they sit down in the chair and they say, how much am I approved for? And they say, oh, you're approved for $500,000. Are you working with a realtor? Well, no, not yet. It's let me refer somebody to you who's excellent. And you go right in from the loan officer. People expect, oh, my mortgage broker should send me deals. Mortgage brokers prospect for realtors, not for clients. The banks prospect for clients. Okay? Go in there, develop a relationship. It's good. Banks, builders, lawyers. A friend of mine works with a divorce lawyer. Okay, she was a paralegal for them, got into real estate, and I always say you get 3 transactions out of it. The sale of their home, and then you get both sides. Maybe 2 transactions, okay? Depending on how amicable they are still. Okay, but that's the deal. So all of a sudden, you can get one client that gives you a ton of listings. The cool part is this. Your simple goal with this program is to become number 2. To become second best. Lindsay's now taught us how to be average and to be second best. Okay, here's the reason. Is because the person who they have chosen to work with right now, they probably have a good relationship with them. You're not going to go in and tell them this person sucks because they might be doing a great job. One thing you can do is your first point of contact with these 25 people might be coming in, meeting the sales manager, bring them in a coffee, set it down, setting down a package that you have, and saying, you know what, I want to introduce myself. I know that you guys work with so-and-so, but my name is Lindsay Smith, and I'm going to tell you right now, I want your business. Okay? I do want your business, and just keep that in mind. And that's it. You leave. And then, strategically, over the next month, you do a very slow, consistent drip of information. It might be an article. They're in there. It might be something regarding their business. Something can help them out. Hey, we just launched our homes, one of our homeowners packages, our new HomeSure program. And if this is some of the components we're doing, I thought you guys might want the idea in case you want to do it for your clients. We just started a new YouTube page. Check it out. I saw this article about you guys. Congratulations. Hey, I got tickets to this X event and stuff. Why don't you take off and go? And now eventually what happens is they start getting stuff across there. Even if they're not reading it, I'll tell you what will happen is that they're going to see you at a golf tournament, the Builders Golf Tournament or something like that. And they'll be like, Lindsay Smith, I've heard of you. You're like, well, I've only been in the business for 6 months. Okay? But I've heard of you. Because it always comes across their desk. So it's so cool because you become number 2 in their mind. Suddenly, someone screws up. They retire, they get out of the business, they get too big, they can't handle the business anymore, and they go to number 2. And you're number 2. So now you have 50 people on your list. How often do you think a builder, a bank, a lawyer would change relationships? Once every how many years? I heard 6, 7. Okay, we'll say 10. Let's say 10. Once every 10 years, someone changes. That means that in any given year, 5 of the people in your Dream 100 will be looking for somebody else. 5. Here's the kicker: is that if you guys, with these free items here, if you don't want to invest any money into it, you got to invest a little sweat equity. Okay, it does have to come up front. This stuff is not like, oh, I'm like, it just goes out automatically. It goes out automatically because I spent 25 hours setting up the whole program, and then now it goes out automatically. Okay? But there needs to be content that you guys come up with. That content is not just, turnkey necessarily. Okay? That's the deal. I want to tell you guys a little bit of the story. There is a story about, have anyone heard the story of the Acres of Diamonds or read the book? Okay? Everyone's like nodding. Okay? Some people are. I haven't read the book. I've heard the story about third hand, so this will be like my Pope story, which I heard third hand as well, and I believe it. But the Acres of Diamonds story, I'm going to tell you my version of it because that's what it was. And basically the gist of the story is there's this farmer that wants a better life for himself. He's got his farmland, and he hears that someone struck gold and diamonds out in some mines. So he ends up moving, packing up some of his homestead, moving out, and he says, I'm going to go hit the gold rush, and I'm going to go find the diamonds. So he heads out, and he takes a look, and he spends and dedicates his life to this. But what happens is he doesn't find the diamonds, and he starts dedicating his life so much that his relationship falls apart, and he gets divorced, and then he can't make his mortgage payments anymore. So as a result, it starts to deteriorate, and he ends up having foreclosure on his home. And the new buyer comes into his home and goes out and says, you know what, I'm going to get this farm back up to shape, and goes out and plows the field. And all of a sudden, what's down there? But he finds a diamond. And sometimes, and I know that all of you in your businesses and whatever company you're with, there are acres of diamonds inside your company that you guys can use. And what I mean by that is your company might have launched something 3 years ago that you're like, oh, this is great. This is the next best thing. My business is going to be so easy from now on. And then all of a sudden you forgot about it, and it comes this time, and you're waiting for the next best thing, but you haven't even utilized that one yet. Okay, there are acres of diamonds out there.